Hello, everybody. This is Slade, and I have Byron here with me today. Hello,
More
Byron.
morning, afternoon, y'all.
And today we're going to be going over that bombshell announcement that just dropped, the Nintendo Direct. So, Byron, you got the tweet pulled up?
Yes, I do.
All right, so give me some details.
Alrighty, so tune in on February 17th, which is my birthday, at
No,
2
pause.
at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 Eastern is shown in the image, for a hashtag Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 50 minutes of information focused on available games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021.
So, obviously, the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, announcement part of that tweet has everybody in a frenzy and
Oh,
whatnot.
absolutely they do.
And I think the more interesting these are, at least just as interesting, is they specified in the tweet that all the games coming to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021.
Yeah, first half.
And we have like 50 minutes of direct to sift through, which leads me to believe that we are going to get a lot of video games this year. So let's go ahead and start this off. This is going to be entirely off the cuff. Usually we have like
An idea,
topics
but we
normally
don't.
go over.
But we don't
This is
this time.
entirely going to just be speculation and predictions of what we're going to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get underway. Let's talk about some video games that we could see at the Direct.
All right.
I think it's pretty much a given we're going to see Bravely Default 2 here.
Yeah, I think it's coming out, relatively soon?
Yeah, I think it's like the end of the month. So
Yeah,
I think you're going to see like a trailer of it. Maybe some gameplay, kind of like where there's this guy in the background that kind of explains how to play the game. Kind of like how they did with Octopath Traveler, right?
That's gonna be That's gonna be the lowest viewed portion.
Yeah, because everyone knows this game's coming out. So the real question is, what games haven't been announced yet that we're gonna see?
On the Bravely thing, I don't think they're gonna spend too much time, because it's like it's gonna be one of those, like, it's a couple minutes, like, hey, just to let you know, this game's coming out really soon. Get it?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 or 6 max.
Yeah.
But I do think we will see it in some capacity. I think we're also going to see the Crash 4
trailer again.
I know they announced it on Twitter, but I do think we'll see it here. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, and obviously, if you want to hear more of us talk about Crash, last episode we talked about that pretty in depth. But yeah, I agree. We'll probably see that trailer again for Crash 4.
I imagine there will be a Nintendo Switch specific trailer with the cell shading style we touched upon.
Yeah.
In there. But they won't go over it too much more than that.
Yeah.
I personally think that'll be towards the end, because they're going to tie that into another thing that we'll go over later. But,
all right, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and keep going for there. So, Byron and I disagreed a little bit on this, because we talked for about like a minute or two before like deciding to just start up a video.
Yeah.
I personally don't think we see Breath of the Wild 2. But Byron seems to think we will. So,
yes.
Byron, why don't you go ahead and touch upon your thoughts?
Let me explain my philosophy on this pick. Ordinarily, I would be with you. Ordinarily. If this was literally not a general Nintendo Direct, I would be 100% in there with you. But if you have seen a Nintendo Direct, at least one in your life, you know they always have a one more thing. And I think that one last thing is going to be a Breath of the Wild sequel trailer.
You know what? I'm starting to kind of come around more to your opinion, because I know in my predictions video, I predicted Breath of the Wild 2 would be earlier in the year, like May or like June or April or something, didn't I?
I believe so, and I'm like, hey, it's coming out in the fall.
Yeah, but with them specifying the first half of 2021, maybe I got spooked off my prediction or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but But you should know
ignoring
this.
that, I think Breath of the Wild 2 would probably be the fantastic one more thing, because it's obviously not going to be Smash Ultimate, because they've already singled out Smash Ultimate in the tweet.
Well, okay. It could be the no, actually no. Maybe it
Well,
could
they
it
won't
could be.
surprise us with the Smash Ultimate announcement as the one more thing at the end, because it's not. It's in the tweet. We know we're expecting Smash Ultimate.
Okay,
So.
but they didn't specify what character. The character could be the one last thing.
Oh, so with this, I'm like, yeah, I guess we're gonna talk about Smash Ultimate a lot earlier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be some shit where they announce a character towards the beginning, like at the E3 one with Banjo and Hero, and then the one more thing's just boom, it's a second character or something?
No, I'm just throwing out the possibility that the one last thing could be a Smash character. Or the Smash character.
Well, I tell you what, if they structure it kind of like how they did with the announcement of Animal Crossing New Horizons, as well as like during Smash 4, they announced Cloud after some spin-off Final Fantasy game for 3DS.
Yeah.
If they talk about Crash 4 and then they transition into the Ultimate character trailer, oh, Byron.
Don't break my heart. Now, for those who don't know, Crash is like one of the last two characters that I want in Smash Bros. The other being Rayman, which is long dead. And before that, it was Banjo, but Banjo's in Smash. And as much as I love Crash, and I think he'd be a great addition to the roster, my gut feeling is I don't think he's going to be in it. That's my gut feeling on that.
Like I said, I think Crash here got a significant shot at the beginning of the game. To me, he's definitely the most likely character that could be dropped here.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm trying to think who else could be in the game as well, because I think I don't think we're going to see a Doom character. I don't think we see Doom guy, because
yeah.
I think that came and gone with the Game Awards and ended up being Sephiroth.
Yeah,
where that kind of reveal.
Yeah, holy shit.
And I'm trying to think what other games are coming out. I don't think because the real question is what third party is going to be represented. Because I know we're heavily speculating about Crash right now, but you have a company like Sega who have not gotten another character since Joker. You have Namco Bandai, which really their only character in the game is Pac-Man, so we could see another Pac-Man rep, though.
No,
really...
no, I don't think there's another Pac-Man rep.
Well, not another Pac-Man rep, but another Bandai Namco rep, like a Tales of character or something like that.
Maybe.
Which I thought there would be a Tales of rep, and we haven't seen Lloyd as a Mii costume from Smash 4. But we all know at this point that they're willing to hold on to Smash 4 Mii costumes for like years.
Yeah.
Until finding a pack to deconfirm them with, like with the Geno Mii costume, for example.
Oh man, yeah, the heartbreak. The heartbreak you had.
There's a lot that could go into who this next character is. I think, like I said, if you had to put a gun to my hand and I had to pick, Crash to me is the runaway favorite. But this is Nintendo's wacky ride. Nobody knows what the f is going on.
It might be a first party character.
Yeah, I think honestly, with being a first party character, it might bring us back down to reality a bit. But I don't know. Here's the thing that's really weird about that. The last two characters are Steve and Sephiroth, right? Steve coming from the most bought video game of all time.
One of the most played and bought, yeah.
Yeah, most played and bought, right?
Yeah,
and then you have the most iconic, one-off villain that isn't already in the game in Sephiroth.
Yeah, that just haunts Cloud forever.
Yeah. So, the question is, how are they going to follow up on that? Are they going to kind of like, okay, let's come back down to reality and like die down the hype a bit? Or do they just... The reason why I don't think they're going to announce a first-party character or something that's going to be like anti-hype or whatever is because they singled out the fact that there will be Smash at this Direct. And I feel like
they always
trying to get fans intentionally into a frenzy for a new character that they'll potentially dislike isn't exactly the play. But to be fair, I think at this point, any character would make people happy. so long as they aren't from Fire Emblem.
Yeah. 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 Wild card.
That's not to say I wouldn't like another Fire Emblem character.
Yeah,
I'm a huge
well,
fan
of course,
the
you're
series.
Mr. Fire Emblem over
Yeah,
here.
but I will say that the series is definitely oversaturated with Fire Emblem.
I'm gonna.
Byron, what are your thoughts on the next Smash character?
Again, would I like Crash? Yes, obviously, I would fucking love Crash in. Do I think it's gonna be Crash? No. Do I have a prediction at this moment? No, not really. I can't like read the room on who the Smash character is gonna be. Well, I'm like Nintendo sometimes. They can't read the
Well, Byron, here's a beautiful thing. Nobody reads the room
nobody.
when it comes to Smash
Nobody can at this point, which is great. Which is great.
I said, Byron, that's why you just gotta like take a shot. Like, you know what, I think it's gonna be this, because there's a 99.9% chance you're gonna be wrong.
I have a wild card if it's first party. Wild card one.
Ooh, wild card if it's first party.
Yeah, wild card.
The audience hear that, Byron. Who's your first party prediction?
If it's a first party, I think we get the Ring Fit trainer.
Oh.
Yeah,
that would be really fascinating. You'd have like a modern day Wii Fit trainer, but it's like Ring Fit trainer.
Yeah, like that. But that's if it's first party, and that's like my out there pick. I've come around more to the idea of having Ring Fit as potentially a character in Smash.
That would be really fascinating. I'm not sure how that would do with DLC, because I think the reaction to Wii Fit Trainer was initially really weird.
Well, Wii Fit's part of the base game.
And a lot of people weren't exactly super hyped for it, but then they warmed up to the idea.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, though. I never thought about that. So that's like a first party reps. I'm like, gosh, we're out of Nintendo All Stars. Like, you have like maybe Dixie Kong left, and I guess technically Waluigi at this point.
Yeah. And I didn't really come down to around to that idea at first, but a buddy of mine and yours, L Steeler, he really was the first person to be like, oh, he would love Ring Fit. And I'm like, because he's been playing Ring Fit. I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, Ring Fit could be a good fit.
Yeah, I would actually like to, I'd like to see that. I think that'd be really interesting. I don't know. I know the moveset would be quite a bit different because, obviously, you have like the running in the Ring Fit game, as well as like
different exercises.
The ring itself.
Yeah,
so
they could come up with something.
They have like it would be very different than Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah.
So to put this in perspective on this Nintendo Direct, I guess we're gonna pull away from Smash a little bit.
Yeah.
This is the first Nintendo Standard Direct since September 4th, 2019.
Yeah, that is 500 and either 531 or 532 days. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days.
Insane. That's pretty insane. So, okay, back on the Smash speculation a bit. So the thing is, if it's not Crash Bandicoot, and you all, come running from my head afterwards because I made a prediction for a character everybody wants, which that should be the first step towards obviously not being that character. I also think that Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden is also a very likely character.
Mm-hmm.
I think with Koei Tecmo's support of the Switch, it just makes way too much sense.
Yeah.
They just released another Warriors game for Switch.
Yep.
And Hyrule Warriors.
Yep.
I know that technically there's the Persona Strikers game coming out, which is another Warriors game.
Yeah. Yeah, a fourth one.
Which that's been out in Japan for a while, but I think it'll be out in the States like relatively soon, as well as Europe.
Yeah. So,
as I said, they've been really probably the biggest third-party supporter to support the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
You can probably make some arguments for like Ubisoft and other companies, but I think hands down, you just have to hand it to Koei Tecmo.
Oh yeah, and Persona 5 Strikers is actually coming out 4 days from when we're recording this video, actually.
Yeah. The only other company I could argue that supported the Switch more than Koei Tecmo is probably Bethesda. But regardless, I think that a Koei Tecmo character is far more likely than a Bethesda character. especially considering the Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda.
Yeah.
And we already have 2 Microsoft characters, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the story. Yeah.
So, going deeper in the rabbit hole with speculation in regards to Smash.
Oh, Lord.
Here's the thing, because they singled out Smash Ultimate, but they didn't say we'll be revealing a Smash Ultimate character. They just said we'll have news about Super Smash Bros.
Okay, why wouldn't they, though?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, because usually when they announce a character reveal,
yeah,
they will like straight up say we'll be revealing a DLC character for the Fires Pass for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or something.
Yeah, but that's if
they said information focused on available games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So this leads me to speculate that we're not just getting a character, but we're also getting maybe some sort of game mode or some sort of like fix for something that they're going to publicize.
Well, I know one thing.
I don't think they'll put in a new game mode necessarily, but maybe they talk about online. They make like a new online lobby or something. I don't know. I'm being entirely optimistic.
Yeah,
I don't think this is just going to be a Smash character. I think because they didn't specify a character, it'll be more news and announcements. So I'm going to make one prediction. I do not think we see a third Fighters Pass. I think that's the one thing that people are going to kind of jump to when you think, well, what's outside a character announcement that they can announce?
The update?
And that would be a third Fighters Pass, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't think they announced one, primarily because it kind of seems like from Sakurai's language about talking about the game and whatnot, whenever we see him on either Twitter or during his presentations, he seems to be kind of like weary of like making characters and shit like that. I don't know. Am I the only one who gets that impression?
I don't know, but I definitely agree we are not getting a third Fighters Pass. That I can agree with you 100% on.
So if they do announce that tomorrow, then color me surprised. Yeah. Color me honestly surprised and pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. All right.
So. All right, that's going to be everything I got for Smash. Byron, did you have anything you wanted to
No. I do think we will, if there is a character announced, which more than likely there will be, I do think we don't fully get informed on the character, but I do think we get announced, hey, there's going to be a Sakurai Presents on X date.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely been the formula. And the thing with 15 minutes, I guess I can make this prediction. Mm-hmm. We could technically see a Sakurai Presents in the middle of this presentation. I don't think that's happening.
There's a chance of, yes, because what else?
They usually do their own separate thing.
Yeah. If they don't, I wouldn't be surprised because they have 50 minutes to kill.
Yeah, but I feel like they wanted to specify their 50 minutes focused on available games. So available games being the key word.
Oh, yeah.
As well as games coming out to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021.
Yeah.
I don't think Smash Ultimate is going to be the only game that's currently out in the market that they talk about expanded content on.
Okay, I think I know where you're going with this, and you mentioned this game earlier, and I'm going to ask you right now, do you think there is Age of Calamity DLC?
I do think that's the most likely that we see Breath of the Wild 2 DLC. The thing about, or not Breath of the Wild 2 DLC, Age of Calamity DLC.
Yeah.
I think if we do see Breath of the Wild 2 here, now I'm kind of reversing my prediction. I do think we see Breath of the Wild 2 here.
There we go. I made you come around to that one.
Maybe the characters they show off for Breath of the Wild 2, we might see an Age of Calamity as new DLC playable characters. Your thoughts?
Yep, I could definitely see that being the play, for sure.
Yeah, because I think at that point, the original Zelda Hyrule Warriors had a ton of DLC, right?
Yeah.
I think they added like Young Link, Wind Waker Link, Tetra, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As well as you had literal King of the Red Lions. You could transform into like a boat and shit.
Transform into a boat.
Yeah, like you could actually do that. So like
hilarious.
Quite a bit of DLC to the original release. And then they also added the 3DS version, which had its own specific characters. I think that's where Toon Link and Tetra and King of the Red Lions came from. They weren't DLC for the initial Wii U release.
Yeah, and then they just like combined them all for the Switch.
For the definitive edition. So yeah, I do think we will see more Age of Calamity content. Personally, and this is just it's not really a hot take. I think a lot of people agree on this. I would rather, instead of adding more characters, they fix that shoddy frame rate, especially for multiplayer. Because I was playing a multiplayer with Mr. Doom, and that shit's borderline unplayable.
Oh, really? I have not seen a single bit of that game's multiplayer. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's bad. It's really bad. If they spend time fixing that set of characters, I think that would be much more prudent to them in the long term.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. This is the predictions video.
Yeah. So speaking of games coming to Switch in the first half of 2021, I predicted this during our predictions video at the beginning of the year. I'm going to stay true to it. We get a Kirby game that releases in April that's just a mainline, regular old, no 3D Kirby game. Your thoughts?
I can see that. I think it'd just be like, once again, it's not like a spin-off Kirby. It's just a 2D platformer kind of Kirby. It's like a mainline Kirby game.
Yeah.
I think it's been like a couple years since we've had one.
Yeah, it's 2018 was the last time we had a mainline Kirby game.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think we most likely see Kirby game. I don't think we'll see a Yoshi game. I think this is I think they kind of swap Yoshi and Kirby, because I'm pretty sure it's the same studio, right?
No.
Not even? Wow, I'm way off my base then.
Yeah, Goodfield made one Kirby game, but that's about
Maybe
it.
I'm thinking too much on the yarn.
Yeah, you're thinking too much on that aesthetic. But yeah, it's still HAL, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. If HAL's still making the Kirby games, then I'm fucking way off my base.
Yeah. Yeah. Any prediction you've got for games?
Right now, I'm gonna predict we do not see Bayonetta 3, and I'm making the easy predictions of games we don't see.
Okay,
at the Nintendo Direct.
I can agree with that.
Because we haven't heard any word on Bayonetta 3 since the Game Awards in 2017, where it just showed us like that, trailer announcement with the logo. And for anybody that follows Kamiya's Twitter, which, to be fair, the man's a known troll as well, so you kind of have to be careful playing with fire in there if you take his word at face value.
Yeah.
He made it seem like we were very far away from seeing a Bayonetta 3 trailer or gameplay or anything like that. And I know they've also had to deal with the acquisition made. Well, they're not acquired by Tencent Games, but Tencent Games threw a lot of money at them.
Yeah, and an investment, But
yeah, we know that Platinum's going back to being multi-platform, so there's a real possibility that Bayonetta 3 isn't even a Switch exclusive, but it's multi-platform. But
I think it stays Switch exclusive. I think there's probably some contract.
There might be. You might be right, especially with Bayonetta being in Smash and Nintendo single-handedly keeping Platinum games alive. You might be right.
Yeah.
I just noticed that they ported the Wonderful 101 and to other platforms. Oh, here's an interesting thing while we're talking about that.
Okay.
Astral Chain is going to remain a Nintendo Switch exclusive.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo has shared rights to the IP.
No, I thought I just read recently Nintendo outright now owns the IP.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, you know what? We could see, if we're talking about Smash characters, we could go back now.
Oh, Lord.
We could see, the protagonist from Astral Chain as a Smash DLC character.
I gotta disagree on that.
I'm not saying that, it's gonna be him, but I think at that point, there's a real argument there that we could, because if Nintendo owns the IP outright, that would be a first-party character people would be caught off guard by.
There's an argument, but I think there's a better chance that they become a Mii costume. IMO.
I kind of agree, but then again, I don't know. We're within the release window for it to be relevant enough to be a new Smash Ultimate character. Considering, last year, we got Byleth from Fire Emblem?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so, Honestly, I'm not sure what the main character's name is. I haven't played Astral Chain. I kind of need to. I hear it's a really good game. An Astral Chain character makes a lot of sense. That's actually kind of crazy how I've never thought of that until just now.
All right.
That game did pretty well for the most part, didn't it? Like, like a solid 2 million sales or something like that?
Yeah, I believe it sold at least over 1 million. So it did. Yeah, it did well enough.
I know Fire Emblem Three Houses sold like between 2 and 3 million. So
yeah. Alrighty. To hopefully that's the last time we mention Smash.
Yeah, sorry. We were talking about Platinum Games, and then it just occurred to me that I didn't even think about Astral Chain.
Yeah. Alrighty. So. To bring it back to games coming in 2021, another game that I said in our predictions video at the beginning of the year that I think is going to happen is Mario Golf. Mario Golf in June. Mark it down. I think that's happening.
I do think that we see our obligatory Mario spinoff for the year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because here's the thing. I figure those are mostly winter titles for the most part, aren't they?
No.
Not really? Because I could have sworn like Mario Party and
Mario.
Well, when did Mario Tennis Aces come out? What month did that come out?
That was the pre-E3 2018 game.
Okay, then you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm with you. I do think we see our obligatory Mario spinoff for the year because we're pretty much guaranteed to get one every year, right?
Yeah. Do you think?
I don't think we see any other Mario titles outside of the Mario spinoff announced here. Primarily because we just got Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, plus Bowser's Fury.
And Bowser's Fury. I was actually looking into some gameplay about that and whatnot.
Yeah.
That has 100 shines. That level is massive.
Yeah.
So that's going to definitely be eating up a lot of people's time. Not to mention 100%ing the original games like insane.
Yeah.
You have to get like all the green stars, all the stickers, touch the top of every single flagpole with every single character if you really want to go into the extremes.
Yep.
That game is...
Yeah. Do you think the spinoff is not? What do you think the Mario spinoff will be?
I'm with you. I think it's golf. I think when we went over our predictions video,
yeah,
I was pretty much 100% in agreement with you that we would see a Mario Golf game next. I don't think we see another tennis game, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think they pulled the rug under us to give us like a basketball game or anything weird like that.
Well,
I do think it's going to be golf.
Well, a Mario basketball game would be cool. Honestly.
Oh yeah, I love a basketball game personally.
But
I also know that basketball is a bit of a touchy, controversial subject. With the whole, like 2 years ago when the NBA were like straight up not televising their games in China or whatever, not because they didn't want to, but because China themselves were like, because the GM for the Rockets was like talking some shit or something.
Yeah.
There's a media shitstorm around there.
Okay, but and also I don't think Mario Party. I don't think we're getting another Mario Party. I think that's a next year thing.
Yeah, not only that, I don't think this is where they announce the Mario Party either, because Mario Party, I know for a fact, has been released consistently in the winter time.
Yeah.
As a holiday title.
Yeah,
so...
if we do see it, which I wouldn't be shocked, but if we do see it, I think more likely in the summer Nintendo presentation. Whatever form.
Either E3 or the summer of games.
Summer Game Fest, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you've got?
Okay, so chugging along on the prediction train, I've predicted a lot of stuff that we aren't going to see here just because it's a bit easier to do so. So yeah. I'm going to continue on that train because I like being a Debbie Downer, apparently.
Damn, and I thought I was the Debbie Downer of the show.
We will not see Mario Kart 9 here.
Yeah, like, okay, because I want to rant for a second. So
that's trending right now.
Yeah, I saw a trend, and I'm like, people, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still to this day selling like absolute hotcakes. It's still the best-selling Switch game.
Yeah, it's at like, what, 30 million units sold or something?
Yeah, we covered that a couple episodes ago.
Yeah,
and
so I guess it's pretty fucking crazy, like how much Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling.
Yeah, and I don't think we're get. I think the next time we get a new Mario Kart is when we get the next Nintendo console, whatever shape or form that takes.
Yeah, that personally makes me sad because I do think we are in desperate need of actual Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, like we've been playing 8
for Wii U owners. It's just tragedy.
Yeah,
right now.
like the game is still fun. Like the game is still fun. Slade currently speed runs the game over on Twitch.
Yeah, but like we legit need another Mario Kart game. I know we're not going to get one, and I know we're probably not going to see one until the next platform.
Yeah,
but I do think
it would be nice, but
definitely run its course.
But yeah, I agree with you on that. So
yeah, as I said, we are not going to see Mario Kart 9 here. Yeah. Honestly, we might not see Mario Kart 9 ever for Switch.
Yeah,
makes me sad.
Yeah, but
it's going to be around a long time. It's going to have to something we have to cope with. Yeah. So, Byron, what do you got?
Okay, so I have a game that might show up. No More Heroes 3.
You know what? I'm 100% with you on that.
I think that game finally fucking shows up again.
Yeah, and we get a release date or something for it. Yeah. Didn't they announce that like early 2020 or something?
Oh god, I think that game's been announced for like over a year now at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think we'll see No More Heroes 3 pretty soon. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Oh, you know what? That's another character for Smash.
No!
Okay, well we gotta
bring it back. Slade gotta bring it back to Smash.
The reason why I don't think we'll see Travis touchdown in Smash is because he's already a Mii costume.
Okay. End of discussion. I was gonna be like this motherfucker is already a Mii costume.
You have to understand, Byron, whenever we bring up a third-party game that's going to come to Nintendo Switch, you're like a brief Smash talk about that character. Because...
You're going to be like, Smash.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so now I've done a lot of predicting shit that isn't going to come.
Yeah.
I would like to finally try to do something optimistic. Yeah. I think... And this is probably the worst prediction of all time. The worst prediction of all time.
Don't do this, Slade.
We could see F-Zero.
Oh.
Okay, hear me out on this.
Oh, okay. I'll hear you out.
No avenue for Mario Kart in the near or even like remotely close future. So like I don't think we're gonna see Mario Kart 9 on the Switch. I think at minimum the Switch has 5 more years shelf life, right? Minimum.
Minimum.
That, in my mind, is the perfect window to release an F-Zero game.
I just think Nintendo are so diametrically opposed right now to touching F-Zero, let alone make a new game for the series.
There was a time where it could happen, and it was a good time to make it happen. It would be right now.
I get.
Now would be the best time in history.
Like, yeah,
for Nintendo to announce and release another F-Zero.
Yeah, from like the perspective of like, yeah, we're not getting Mario Kart 9. Yes, from that perspective, yes, it's a great fucking time to release a new F-Zero. I just don't think it's gonna happen. That series is deader than dead.
Yeah, as I said, I'm going to double down on it. Even if we don't see it announced tomorrow at the Direct, I think we will in the next 5 years see a new F-Zero game. I'm going to stick my feet down. I'm going to fucking put my feet in cement, make cement blocks around my feet. I'm going to stand on a boat. If it doesn't happen, I'll jump off the boat. I'll go down with the ship.
Alrighty, you're going to go down with that ship. All right. Time for me, once again, it's time for me to be the Debbie Downer, as I am every so often. Metroid. Metroid has its 35th anniversary. I had to remember if it was 30 or 35th.
It's 35th. It's the same year as Zelda.
Yeah. Fun fact. Nothing.
Yes. Okay,
nothing.
So I'm going to agree with you on that. I don't think we see anything on Metroid Prime 3 whatsoever. We already know that game has a tumultuous release / development cycle.
Yeah.
Needless to say, they had to restart from scratch.
Yeah.
But I don't think this will mean we'll be entirely devoid of Metroid. I think
okay.
at long last, we could finally see the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Oh, you think we get
Nintendo Switch?
Oh, okay. You think we get that?
I'm done being the Debbie Downer. I'm gonna say yes. I believe it is time we see the Metroid Prime trilogy.
You believe? All right, brave of you to believe that.
Yes, because we have 50 minutes of content, so damn, I'm going to start being optimistic with a lot of these predictions now.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Interesting prediction. Interesting.
The reason is there's already a Wii port, not Wii U, but a Wii port of the trilogy.
Yeah.
And I think it's a low effort, kind of easy thing for Retro Studios to work on and do while they're still in development hell of Metroid Prime 4.
Or like any Nintendo studio.
Yeah, so I think we could see the Metroid Prime 3 trilogy. That's all I got to say about it.
Okay, interesting. I will say, for those who missed it, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, they announced one thing that I'm surprised isn't going to be in this Direct. You remember, Slade, a couple of weeks ago when they announced, to kill some time, they announced some new games for NES and SNES Online.
Yeah, it seems like Japan got like the better end of the deal because they got like a new they got Shin Megami Tensei like 2 or something as well as something else.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm surprised they didn't save that for this.
Well, I know because if you look at the time that the Direct is having, it's happening at 2 p.m. specific time, so it's like 5 p.m. 4 p.m. Central.
Yeah,
I think this is a more Western focused Direct.
Okay.
Call me crazy.
I'll call you crazy. All right, I'll call you a little crazy.
Be a more Western Direct.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be like bright, early, first thing in the morning for Japan or something. I imagine that we're probably not going. We're not going to see the NES or SNES games that they announced previously.
Yeah.
However, because none of those games were like eye popping for the Western audience.
Yeah, and people were like, "Where's Earthbound? Where's Mario RPG? Where's DKC3?"
As the Western fans, we definitely got the short end of the stick because, as I said, Japan got some fantastic games when they announced those. So,
okay, another franchise I don't think gets a mention because they're gonna get their own event next week. That is Pokemon. Easiest prediction in the world I can make. No Pokemon.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we see
Pokemon
news. Typically, they don't announce new Pokemon news during a Direct anyway. And even then, we already know that a new mainline or
something new
Pokemon game always come out in winter. Yeah, so
something new is coming at some point, and we got Pokemon Week next week to look forward to Pokemon news. And
yeah, because it's like the official like Pokemon Day or something.
Yeah, that and the horrifying CG looking Post Malone. Okay, any other predictions you've got, Slade?
Well, it is the Zelda 35th anniversary, since we just talked about the Metroid 35th anniversary.
Okay.
And this is a long presentation, so
yeah, 50 minutes.
I completely flipped my prediction. I'm dumb. I do think we see Breath of the Wild 2. I do not think Breath of the Wild 2 is the only Zelda content we're getting at the Nintendo Direct Nintendo Switch presentation.
I see where you're going with this.
I think we're going to finally see the HD ports of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD at bare minimum.
Okay.
If not just that, we will also see a collection of Zelda games similar to the Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Similar in amount of games?
Similar. Yeah, it'll be 3 games.
Okay.
There's 3 games.
And I assume similar amount of effort?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They already put all the effort in when they made the HD ports for Wii U. So they don't even have to, like, do anything extra for Wind Waker HD or Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah.
That's just my read on the situation anyway. I don't know if you would dispute that.
That's your read. I think one of those two between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess come. I don't think both. Both I think is a bit much.
Well, the only reason why I think it would be both is because I don't know. The only reason I think we would see both is because it doesn't make sense for them to release them separately unless they're either A, doing multiple packs with these Zelda collections, or B, they're just going to sell all the Zelda games individually. Which is, the worst case scenario that I was previously talking about a little bit. They could just announce Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD and release both separately. But I think splitting the Zelda base between two of the HD titles isn't exactly the best play. And I think they'll probably just slap Ocarina of Time on there. And then you'll have Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD.
Well, my play is they just sell one. My play could be they just sell one of them. That's my play. Also, considering the fact I think Breath of the Wild 2 is this year. Considering.
Yeah. So it would definitely have to compete with Breath of the Wild 2. But you got to remember, Super Mario 3D World was a title that was indeed planned for last year, Byron.
Yeah.
That was something that they actually pushed back and delayed because of the pandemic. So they were planning on releasing Super Mario 3D All-Stars and Super Mario 3D World in the same year.
Okay, but that's technically two different types of Mario games, but that's a debate for another day.
They're both 3D. They're 3D Mario games. Okay, I get 3D World's a bit more linear, but when you consider what Bowser's Fury is, they're honestly not that different because that's a sandbox. So, and not only that, Galaxy has the same linear level design that Super Mario 3D World does.
Yeah, I guess.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you have the 3 stars, and there's a little bit more exploration involved, but I still think that they're similar enough to where they would directly compete with one another. I don't know. That's just my take on the situation.
That's fair.
They were definitely planning on doing that. They could easily do that for Zelda.
Yeah, I just think if Breath of the Wild 2 is this year, which I'm gonna still stand by that. Breath of the Wild 2 is this year. It's the holiday game. I will stand by that. Yeah. I just think
if this year's going to be rich with Zelda content in general. I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is the only Zelda content we get all year.
No. I agree with that. I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is the only thing. I just think it's going to be the biggest thing we get.
Oh, for sure. Definitely for sure. I definitely think it's going to be Nintendo's largest single player game announced this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think we're only gonna get one of the two HD games, and call me crazy, I don't think we get a collection like 3D All Stars for Zelda.
That's fair.
Call me crazy.
So going a bit off topic, but going back into talking about how long it's been since we've had a long General Direct. The last General Direct, which was 530 days ago, so I think you were right.
Yeah, September 4th, 2019.
Was the Direct they showed off the fucking Sans Mii costume.
Oh, Lord, no! What? Oh,
because
Lord.
This was where we got, the same day we got Banjo-Kazooie's character showcase for Sakurai Presents.
Oh, Lord. Why did you have to bring... I forget. I kind of wanted to forget Sans Mii costume.
So we're just driving up the hype for this because that was absolutely huge.
Fucking.
Okay, so let's talk about some titles that could come in the first half of 2021, right? Let's talk about some more low effort titles. I think there's potential we could see Xenoblade Chronicles X ported from the Wii U to the Nintendo Switch. Your thoughts?
That's I think that's the one Wii U game that's fucking left that doesn't have gamepad use, like Nintendo Land, Wii Party U, games like that. I agree that's happening. I'm gonna disagree that it's in this Direct. I think it's a next Nintendo presentation announcement, if it happens.
Yeah, honestly, I could see that. I think you're right. I don't think we actually see it here, but I think it's something that, we could keep our eye out for because it is the last major Wii U title outside of the Zelda HD ports.
And Smash. Oh.
Yeah.
But...
Well, we're not talking about Smash 4. That's Smash Ultimate, yeah.
But, yeah. I think it comes at some point. It's possible. If it does, I don't think it's here. I don't think it's during this.
I think it's just something we should keep our eye out for because I definitely think that's something that could happen, especially considering Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition came out last year in May as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this would be the timing to announce something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Byron, what do you got?
A prediction about how my last prediction, how people are gonna react. It's gonna be a mix of this was awesome and this is like, oh, what the hell, Nintendo?
Oh, so just the general feelings.
Yeah, yeah. People are fickle, and I think that's how people are gonna be. Even though this is the first general Nintendo Direct in like 530 days, there's still gonna be some fickle feelings. And I think that'll mainly come down to who the Smash character is.
Yeah, that's typically how it goes. Like, Smash characters hype. Oh my god, this is amazing. Smash characters, not what everybody wanted. This was terrible.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to surprise us with anybody we don't want. I think even the guy from Astral Chain would be positively received for the most part.
Yeah. Do you think the Ring Fit trainer would be positively received?
See, that's the one I can't put my finger on. I feel like it would be interesting.
Yeah.
And I would definitely enjoy seeing the character in. But I also think there'd be a lot of people who would get like massively upset. It's not Dante from Devil May Cry, or it's not fucking Doom guy or Rayman or somebody. Like,
yeah.
It'd be like, why is it another Nintendo character? Like, actually.
But
yeah, there'd be a lot of people who'd probably be upset over Ring Fit.
But yeah, that's how I see the room being read once the fallout from this happens. So, that's just my thoughts.
I actually have quite a few more predictions.
All right, shoot them off.
I'll go ahead and shoot one off. We do not see the Kingdom Hearts games for Switch. Like, boy, I see some predictions about this. They literally just announced it for PC.
Yeah, last episode
we announced it for Switch at the same time if they were coming to Switch.
Last episode, we talked about that. My God, holy shit! I guess that's as much of a slam dunk as like my Pokemon prediction from earlier. So
yes. I just want to iterate that because I just saw like a prediction for it, and I'm just like, no, we do not see it here.
No.
We would have saw it last week. For God's sake, the same week they literally just announced They announced Crash for Switch alongside its PC port and the current gen consoles like ports, right?
Yeah, like
why the fuck would they do that for Crash? And I understand it's two different companies and two different philosophies.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense why Crash would do that and Kingdom Hearts would not.
Yeah, or
Kingdom Hearts was just announced today. Or maybe Kingdom Hearts is a Gigantamax like holy shit announcement for Switch.
Maybe.
Where maybe they would do it in the Nintendo Direct, but hard read, that's not happening here.
Yeah, I agree. Like, or Square would have just saved the Switch announcement for the Direct and then afterwards announce it for the other platforms.
Right.
That's just how I think it would have gone. If it was coming to Switch. So no. Anything else you got?
We're definitely not saying that.
Yeah. Anything else you got? Shoot it.
Okay, so let's go into some other RPGs. I guess while I'm on the RPG train, we could see Shin Megami Tensei 5 because I think that was slated to have a March 2021 release, right?
Yeah, I do think there's a chance it could get the Bravely Default treatment.
Yeah, where like it gets like a 2 or 3 minute trailer.
And like, hey, it's coming out soon. Go get it.
So I definitely think we could see Shin Megami Tensei in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Moving along, because I guess I'm the only one with any predictions left as of right now.
Yeah.
I think we won't see any indie titles. At least not massively expanded on. I'm pretty sure they saved those for like the Nindies, right?
Yeah, they save them for Indie World. Yeah.
So you won't see like an expansion for Deltarune
or Hollow Knight Silk Song or
Hollow Knight DLC or anything like that. I'm pretty sure this is going to be just general titles for Nintendo
and a few third party inklings in there.
Yeah. I think so we got 50 minutes of content, so I'm just trying to throw darts at the board until I feel like I've filled 50 minutes of content for the Direct.
Yeah.
We could see another Fire Emblem title. I think
Oh
it's
my
been
God,
enough time
no.
since
It's
Fire Emblem Three Houses where they could announce one. But they also could save that announcement for E3 because I don't think we'll see a new Fire Emblem title this year.
I think it's way too early to announce a Fire Emblem game. I think it's too early. Wait another year, sure. This year, no. I vehemently disagree with that.
Okay, I know I want to predict more things for the Direct, but I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about another deconfirmation. I guess on my part,
All right,
we definitely do not see any Pokemon news whatsoever. I think Byron, you touched on this earlier.
Yeah, I heard. Yep.
I'm doubling down on it. We do
Okay.
not see any Pokemon news. Period.
Okay, double down on it.
I just want to make sure that my opinion gets out there. I definitely think that's either next week or if they don't do it next week for some bizarre, like crazy reason,
then
it'll be in April or May.
Yeah. I could just imagine you're throwing.
Pokemon's definitely doing something this year. They do something every year. So.
Yeah, I'm just imagining you throwing your fucking darts at the dartboard right now.
Oh yeah. So, Bravely Default 2 is coming out. We've already talked about Shin Megami Tensei. I think I'm just about through everything I can think of.
Alrighty, yeah.
Oh, wait. I got another game.
Oh, okay, you got one more? Alright.
We are going to see some stuff for The World Ends With You 2 game that's coming out.
Oh, Neo 2E, yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely think we'll see some stuff on that. 'Cause I think that's coming out this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so gonna get the Bravely Default / I guess Shin Megami Tensei treatment. Honestly, this truck might be rich with RPGs, honestly. Which, to be fair, the Nintendo Switch has been an RPG-rich console.
Yeah.
For the most part. I don't see that trend really changing anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, I do think we see Neo Tui, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah, Neo The World Ends With You. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think we definitely see that game. Outside of that, I think I've thought of everything that I could possibly come up with off the top of my head.
That you could think of.
Yeah. We know that Crash 2 is probably going to be shown off in some capacity.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Crash 4.
Yeah.
Not Crash 2, Crash 4.
Crash 2.
I don't think we see any new announcements for Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, not
I think that's something Sega would announce themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. When that happens, who fucking knows at this point? But, yeah. Alrighty, so.
Yeah, that's going to be everything.
Yeah, this has been the Nintendo Direct February 17th, 2021 predictions thing. And we will see you later for recapping this fucking Nintendo Direct. This is Byron.
And this is Slade.
Thank you all for watching, and see you all later. Bye-bye.